Good evening, guys, and welcome back. And I am having serious problems with the stream again since the guy downstairs has come back. He's obviously doing some serious gaming because I'm getting no share of the bandwidth whatsoever. When he was away, I could have streamed in 4K. Since he's come back, I'm not getting any share of the bandwidth. So I don't know what I can do. I have asked nicely, but unfortunately I'm not getting my share. So I can understand if you don't want to stay, because I probably wouldn't. And so all I can do is carry on, play the episode, and then when it's uploaded, hopefully YouTube will sort it out into one file that is viewable, I hope. The only other thing is that I will have to quit YouTube because I can't cope with this. I can't just only stream when he's on holiday, and I have a funny feeling that it might be deliberate because I've raised the issue. So I don't know what I can do. I'm a bit at a loss. So I will go ahead. I know you won't stay now. If there is anybody there, can you let me know? Can you see anything? Can you hear anything? I can see that my picture is about 2 minutes behind where I'm actually at. So I don't think it's going to work tonight. I don't think it's going to work at all. And the only thing I can do possibly is only stream during the morning while he's at work. But at least then you will get a proper video later at night when you come home. I don't know what to do. I'm at a loss now. So if you can hear me or can see me, can you just leave me a quick chat before you leave? I wouldn't stay given the quality of the pictures. So just before you leave, could you tell me that you could hear me and that you can see the pictures, even if it's all blurry and horrid? And I'll have to try and figure out what to do about whether or not to stream at night anymore. It's pointless. Since he's come back, I cannot get anything. I'm just checking now, and I've got 2.7 in terms of upload speed. That's not enough. I need at least 5 in order to be able to upload. And if he's doing some serious heavy gaming at the moment with 4 or 5 people, they're all using the bandwidth. He's uploading and downloading, and I can't even upload at these times. Sorry about that, guys. Not good, Corey. As I'm saying, I cannot get access to the internet here now at home. I live in a shared house, and there is someone who's using all the bandwidth, unfortunately. I have to consider what to do, because at the moment, things are not great. It's just returned to excellent, which means he might be having a cup of tea. But I don't expect it to remain on excellent. I'm just preparing another speed test. I mean, it's a shame because I've got 2 very, very big games to play. Flamengo, who are a very big team, and Internacional, who we are playing in the Libertadores, and we are 2 goals behind, and I can't see any way back from that. We did beat Internacional in the league, 2-1, and I was quite optimistic. But then I suddenly realised if you beat them in the league, chances are you're going to lose in the cup. Yeah, I am, Saul. But even with the Ethernet... Hi, Julio. Good to meet you. Even with the Ethernet connection, Saul, it's going to go to one place first. And he's right next door to it. And therefore, I'm not getting my share, basically. It's not his fault. That's what his hobby is. That's what he wants to do. But all day, every day, I get tired of doing 2 hours. So... yeah, we'll press on, because at the moment it says excellent connection. And we'll press on and we'll see what happens. That's really sad, Corey. Sad to hear. Sepsis is horrible. Hopefully she'll recover well. A deco extender. I will check it out, Saul. We'll have a look at that. While he was away on holiday for 3 weeks, I was able to stream in 4K if I wanted to. It was that good. But the very day after he came back, it's gone horrid. Lots of gaming to catch up on, I guess. So I'm going to press on anyway. I've got a good connection now, apparently, so we'll press on. So thanks, guys, for supporting me. I really do appreciate it. As you can see, we are 7 points clear at the top of the league. We have tough game against Flamengo, who are in 8th, but they are better than 8th, so that is not a gimme in any sense. Internacional, I suspect the game will probably decide that we're going to win it. Is it enough to overturn a 2-0 lead? Probably not. I'm going to have to be on my game. But at the moment, I'm really fighting with the game anyway. And things are not going so well. And in terms of dynamics, you can see here, a lot of players unhappy. Helinho is the cause of it. Extremely good player. And he's played 10 of the last 12 games. But the squad said that's not enough, so I intend to play him in every game now until he says, please, boss, don't play me. My legs are so bad I can't walk. So when he comes to me and says that, he's going to be playing in every game. I can't afford to lose him. But the squad are very, very upset. And so I'm not quite sure that the good stuff that we were doing earlier is now actually... going to maintain that pace. In terms of what's happened since you were last here, where were we last time? I think we'd beaten Española 3-1. And then we lost against Bahia. I don't know how that happened. I really don't know how that happened, but they are not a very good team, and we lost. I can't explain that one. And then America MG, we came back and we beat them 4-1. And then that game against Internacional in the Brazilian league, and we beat them by 2-1 and extended our lead over them. But then we had to play them again, and in the Libertadores, and we lost away by 2-0 against Flamengo now and Internacional. Who knows what's going to happen? Injuries wise, we've got 3 injuries. Galzara's still going to be out for about 3 weeks. He's got a twisted ankle. Sasme has a calf strain, again about 3 weeks. I'm not getting short injuries in this save. And Maxi Alves, who's been out for months now with a torn calf muscle, he's expected to be back in about 3 weeks. So in 3 weeks, I'm pretty sure we'll have a new list of players who are now injured, but at least they'll be back, hopefully, at that time. So there are 3 key players, and I'm just looking at my team for today. It's natural I have to play those 3. I have to play Helinho. He's going to play every game until he drops dead. And then Redondo is the good option, and Flamenco, Raquelme. I'm not sure about Flamenco, to be perfectly frank. Haverton has gone, and I still think the other one that I have, Cipriano, I think should be playing, but I'm going to trust my assistant on this. I have Edu, who's on a 7.41. He hasn't played much, but when he does play, he plays well. He's only played once, in fact, and had a 7.1. He's a young boy who should be getting playing time. But I'm looking for my other right wing back. I have a left one there. Marcos is not a wing back. I'm sure I had another right wing back. Where's he disappeared? Pires. Pires is probably my first choice. And we need to be playing first choice players. But I have very tired players who I'm not going to play. And that starts with Mustafa. And we will bring in someone for Mustafa. Marcos is slightly tired, but he's in better shape than Mustafa. Heidegger probably does deserve more games. He can't play in this one. So I'm going to bring in Marcos for Mustafa. And Marquinhos, I'm not sure about him. He's a really good lad, but he has good pace, so he could play that cover role. The other 2 are more experienced. So the defense is tired, but not too bad. Helinho, Raquelme, okay. Redondo is very tired as well. Naldi can come in for Redondo. And these 2 key players, Aguilera and Kumalo, are just not fit. So Praxedes will come into the team. And I'm really struggling for players at the moment. Oliveira will have to play. Pineda is fit, and so he should be okay. So given that we are not fit and healthy, especially at the back, so Jesus Abba, Mustafa, yeah, they're all tired. So given that we are extremely tired, I do not feel very optimistic about this at all. And we're going to go with how we play. If we get dumped out, I think that's the way it's supposed to be. Combating the squad problems, combating the injury problems, and given the fact that I didn't think we were going to go and win it this year, I didn't think we were going to got the sound on again. I didn't think we were going to be top of the league at this juncture, and so we're doing better than I anticipated. I need to thin the squad down, I think. I need to see a much better performance, I do. And then we'll give them a little bit of hope. I trust you to make the difference. But I don't really trust them to make the difference. It's a weakened team. And I cannot see us coming back from 2-0 down. I'm actually doing a little bit of research on that, Corey, and I'm planning to put a video up soon, and it's probably going to be entitled "Should a Football Manager Go on Holiday?" And what I found so far is very, very interesting, very, very interesting, and it's come from like a total collapse at Juventus, a total collapse, and and also me not being able to control anything, just suddenly stopped. And in Juventus, I was doing all sorts of things, changing the match in game, and suddenly it all stopped. There was nothing I could do. And I did some research after that, and the results are quite interesting. And it's really about, does a football manager need to have a break? Because like I play these games, and as a manager, I start the save, and in this save, I've been, 7 seasons? I've got internet problems. He's finished his tea and he's gone back to his game. I've been manager, 7 seasons? I've never had a day off as a manager. Play 365 days a year. And does the game tell you sometimes that perhaps you as a manager need a day off sometimes? So I'm doing some research. And when you start going on these losing runs, is that what the game is telling you? You need to take a break, son. And it's quite interesting. It's very, very interesting what I found. And I did attack the problem from all kinds of different angles. And I'm going to shout demand more at this point, because it's not good enough. We're not even creating chances. And we started the game positive. We are going to try and take the game to them. We are the home team. But we haven't created anything in 20 minutes, which isn't very good. Yeah, there's all sorts of things that you could think about. It's like training as well. You could think about what they're doing in training. And my plan is in future is to give them 2 days off in heavy congested periods. They don't like that very much. They don't like having 2 days off. My strikers again. It's so annoying when your strikers are being stupid. And Pineda, at the moment, is tipped for so many awards, but come a game like this, he'll go to sleep. Just totally go to sleep. And sometimes you're just not destined to win. Sometimes you've just got to look at it. It's not your destiny. I'm going to up the tempo a little bit. And we're going to counter press them. I've really got to go at them. I don't think we need to get stuck in. We just need to go at them. Get in their face a little bit more. We're letting them off the hook. But it's been quite a dire game. Nobody has actually done anything in the first 30 minutes. And you'd think this would be a big game. FM would make this a big game. It's got 0-0 written all over it, as it looks at the moment. I fully anticipated we were not going to win the Libertadores this season. It's full of young kids. And as Alan Hansen once said, you can't win anything with kids. We only need one goal, though, to put the frighteners up them. We only need one goal. Come on, Perez. Chance. Goalkeeper's ball. Paraxides won't have a good game. He's one of the players who's in a mood. He hasn't been happy for 12 months now. Hey, Simon. How are you doing? And Perez just gives the ball away. It's going to be one of those days, I'm afraid. We've had 3 shots, none on target. All my strikers' ratings are falling. It's one of those days. And I think in the research that I've done, Perez is on a 6.5. I should have listened to the assistant when he put the other boy in. And not just gone with, well, he's my best player. Because at the moment, he's not even looking like he's interested. The biggest game of their lives. If they win this one, they'll have bigger games. But this is where it's going to end. This is going to be the biggest game of their lives. 2-0 is too much to come back from. Against a team like Internacional. And with shooting like that. It's not going to happen. Oliveira. They're too young. And we're looking at them. 6.7, 6.8 Paraxides and 6.6. It's up front again. Helinho is on a 6.6. I take a big risk playing him because his last effort was 6.1. So what do you do if he's out of form? You can't leave him out because the whole squad goes bonkers. Raquelme's playing quite well. So it might be worth just shifting play down the left. And we'll take off that instruction as well. We need them to do something now. I've got to be brave. We've had all the game, but we've only created 4 opportunities. So we've got to be brave here. We're going to put our wing backs on attack. And we're going to go for it. Pineda, I'm going to drop him down, I think, to a pressing forward. So that he's more in touch with everybody. Perez is coming off. 6.3 is disgraceful. And who will come on? Oh, I haven't got the boy on the bench now, have I? So Adair has to come on. I give up sometimes. If you click that button that says replace someone with someone, he changes the whole bench. I give up. That is unfair. And it's just when you click a button just to change one person, oh yeah, that's a good idea. And then he changes your entire bench. So let's go attacking, boys. I've got these boys, the big guns, who can come on later. I'm going to attack now. We've got to go for the jugular. I know there's an error, boys. I don't blame you for leaving. But there's nothing I can do at the internet about the internet. Well, thank you, Stephen. Very, very nice of you. Very kind, my friend. And welcome to... You are the 14th channel member now. Thank you very much, my friend. So we've got to go for the jugular. We've got to try and create some more chances. Helinho's playing poorly. Everybody's playing poorly, in fact. We're going into a decline by the look of it. That was nearly end of game. It's pretty much end of game now. I'm going to have to get rid of some of these boys. I'm going to just shout at them. Just demand more. All the players who are not playing particularly well. Helinho. But unfortunately, if he doesn't want to play, if his mood is so bad and he's just not going to play, 6.1 he got last time, I might have to just decide. Do you, when you're playing tech, do you always have a positive outlook? I just know, Tex, that this was never on the cards this year. The fact that we're top of the league makes me really happy, because we shouldn't be anywhere near the top. But this is one competition we were never going to win this year. And it's beginning to show. I think I'm just being realistic. We've got no chance. We've given away a penalty. Oh, and that's because Adair was on the bench and not the other guy. And that's me. I mean, I know I'm going to say it's unfair of the game that he changes the bench when you change one player. I know I'm going to complain, but I've got to check the bench before I go into a game, and if I forget, that's my fault. So the game over now. Can I be negative now? It's game over. We're 3-0 down. Oh no, this is Flamengo. This is not... I'm losing my mind here. This is Flamengo. And I'm a bit disappointed with this, because we should be beating Flamengo. Internacional is the next game. We're so far ahead at the top of the league, I'm not really worried about losing the odd game in the league. Conclaves is causing me a problem or two. Conclaves, he is already supposedly type marked, but not a very good job. Well, I can only turn him onto his right foot. See if that helps, and then if not, I'll have to put Raquelme on him. But this is the league game, so we still have some optimism. I've got to shout at them. Come on, boys. They look, I mean, I've got in this situation again where if you look at your players on the pitch, they don't look like they want to play. And then you see that so often in the game. They look like they don't want to play. And it just annoys me so much. I know, Tech. I guess it's very good information, especially as I have a dodgy ticker. Is there a chance here? No, there's not. Do you know when I used to do videos instead of this, I used to say, if you enjoy seeing people suffer, then I can tell you you're in the right place. Because a lot of people, I think, do watch my videos, or used to watch when I was doing videos of this, because they do like to watch people suffer. And this game is about suffering. Right, you've got one last chance, boys, before I take most of you off. If I could take 11 off, I would. But unfortunately, I can only take 5, so the worst 5 will be coming off. Helinho included. Well, I gave you 60 minutes, Helinho, and you let me down again. Brilliant header, that was. Right, let's get rid of some of this rubbish. Look at this up front. Frustrated by the feedback? What? I just told them I want more. So let's get Aguilera on. Let's get Kumalo on. And the proper footballers can show you whingers how to do it. And that I love an optimist text. I do. I love an optimist. And we need to bring on a defender because Marquinhos is like a nutter. And Mustafa, tired Mustafa, will have to come and do his job. Helinho is coming off. Redondo can come on, and Naldi can come back as the... And we got a little bit more power up front now. Absolutely tequila. It's just... It's absolute masochism. Ah, boy. I'm going to go back to positive just to calm them down a little bit, I think, because maybe the tempo, we'll come off the tempo a little bit, because maybe they're just frantic, and I'm going to take those two off as well. I've got some expressive players on the pitch now. Aguilera is a very good player. Kumalo is probably the best I have. They were just too tired to start. Come on, boys. Come on. Tex says we've got this. Over the bar again. Hit the post, hit the bar. I'm going to put him back as an advance forward because it doesn't make any difference. He might as well have a run. Just play by himself. Oh, as football managers in FM, we go through horrors. I know, we do. I sometimes wonder, why do I put myself through this torment? But the reason that you do it is that one day it stops being a torment and you're lifting a trophy and all the world is forgiven. At some point it stops being a torment. Oh boy. Let's ask my assistant, what do you reckon? Is there anything that I can be doing? Just take that off, it hasn't worked. I'm going to try and control the possession a little bit. Don't want to time waste. And maybe play for set pieces. We haven't created anything. I haven't got any more subs, so Pineda has to continue despite. These are, I'm on comprehensive. Comprehensive allows you to see what's going on and allows you time to make changes. But sometimes, like this, it doesn't matter what changes you make. I'm guessing these players don't want to play at the moment. I might have to have a team meeting. And, you know, even my top players are just blasting it over the bar. There is one thing I can try. There's one thing I can try. Let's get him to swap positions occasionally with Kamalo. So if we can move players about, that might open them up a little bit. It's worth a try. I just don't know how to deal with situations sometimes like this Helinho incident. I always think is if somebody's a menace like that, just sell him. He's not ever going to do you any good, so you might as well just sell him. We won't get any money for him, and he'll go on to be a world-class player for someone else. But if he's never going to fit in here and always be that kind of player, get rid of him, I think. Oh. But yeah, everything that we are doing at the moment is off target. And that is never good. Pineda now has gone to a 6.4. And I'm going to berate him. He's just not trying. He needs to do something. So let's tell him to roam from his position. Move about, sunshine. So we're the better team, but it's just one of those days. Come on, boys. In from the corner. No. Sometimes you've got players who have been overplayed, and this is the result. They can't play anymore. But it does always, when you get to this point, you'll see the passing is poor. Their shooting is always terrible. Penalty, ref. That looked like a penalty to me, and if it wasn't, he's going to go down to a 6.1 in a minute. Yeah, we are working it into the box, so there should be. The other thing I could try is hit early crosses. Wrong one. Hit early crosses. It's worth a try. Raquelme was having a good game, so maybe we just need to get crosses in the box. We should be having... What is going on, boys? We should have players getting forward. So maybe we're just not getting the ball to them early enough. But I can't... There's nothing to suggest that this team are playing particularly well, that they should be beating us, or we shouldn't be beating them. Nothing. They are coming back into the game at the moment, but they haven't been a threat at all prior to this. So there's nothing to suggest to me we should be doing anything other than what we're doing. Unfortunately, sometimes we just don't play. And that's got to come off as well. Just noticed that. We haven't been playing particularly well. As I said, we lost that game to a bottom of the league team. And it didn't look pretty at that point. So I've got to expect this. Where was it? I don't want them slowing the pace down. Now I want them distributing quickly. Looking at it, I'd say we've been the better team. But if you don't score goals, you don't win football matches. End of story. Now we have to go attacking. Got to throw everyone forward now. Cameraman's been on the juice again. He didn't know where the ball was. And I still don't know what's going on. Well, that's it. Another defeat. Pretty poor performance all round. Keep repeating that, boys. You are not going to be winning anything. I am going to try giving them 2 days off. See if that makes any difference. That's it, get it in the box. Now can anybody... Oh, goodness sake. What kind of a header was that? That's it then. Wow. Oh, it looks awful. It looks really awful. Right, you were not good enough. Definitely not good enough. 7 points. We should be 10 points clear, but we're not. And I'm now going to... When is the next game? I'm just going to try something. This will probably feel very unusual to you guys, but it's part of my experiment that I'm doing. Like, I don't want to get any more defeats here. This is crazy. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So if I come back on Tuesday, I'm going to go on holiday. I'm going to give the boys a day off. Let's give the entire squad a day off. I know you probably think I'm crazy. I can't. Why can't I do that? Oh, this game has so many limitations on what you can do. Right, so that he can go off for one day they played. He can. He can. He definitely can. Oh, he's on loan. And so we will say all you guys can have a rest for one day. And I, because I've never had a day off, the game is on... When is the game? And I think managers should have a day off. You probably think I'm nuts. So now 26, so I'm going to take Monday off and come back on the 28th. But I am working on this as an experiment. You probably think I'm all nuts. 28th? Are you sure? What? The next game is on the 29th of August. So I want to come back on the 28th of August. Why is it saying September? 20. I want to just take one day off. And I've read an article. I was reading an article about this, which is quite interesting, about a manager saying that all the players always had, on a normal week, all the players always had Sunday off, and he would take Monday off. That was his day off. And I'm really wondering if FM have worked that in to this game. And if you, because you like work 365 days a year, and you never take a day off. And I'm just wondering if that's been worked into the game. I might be wrong, but the results I'm getting in the testing are really interesting. And hopefully I will get the part 1 of that video up at least, because that makes it look very strange. Expectations are to win. Oh my God, no pressure then. Against 2-0 down, and the expectations are to win. No pressure. That's why we love this game. There's no pressure. What do the boards say about the Libertadores? Oh, we're all right. Reach at least the knockout stages. So we're fine. We've done well to get to the knockout stages. Oliveira, Pires. Where's the team selection thingy? Why hasn't that come in? Pineda for Perotti, he wants. Pineda is so bad at the moment. I mean, he is my top player. Can he be worse than what he was last time out? Let's try it. We've got to go with him. These 3 are my best players. But if they don't play, I'm screwed. I have to play Helinho, or I'm going to lose him. Where is Helinho? I'm going to bring him in. Oh, he's suspended, which is good news. It's very good news. Naldi, I'm not so sure about. I'd like Maxi Alves back. Naldi's a good player. Pires, Cipriano, Mustafa. Yeah, we've got a good solid defence as well. If we can't do this one, it's not the end of the world. I just did that. He wants to play cautious? Nah, I don't think so, because we are chasing a 2-0 deficit. So why would you want to play cautious? We need to play positive. We need to play very positive, Mr. Assistant. We have to go at them. I got players who definitely need playing. The squad is so big. Right, let's check the bench. Don't get caught out like that again. Flamenco. He is there. Riquelme. Marcos. Midfielders, David, Praxedes, Kardec, Atuesta, Boschilla, Shatin, Heidegger. Anybody here who should be in? Moreno, Oliveira possibly should be in there instead of Shatin. Right, that's my bench. So here we go then, the second leg. Second leg of the quarterfinal, I think it is, of the Libertadores. No, it's not the quarterfinal, it's the last 16. Can we do it? Can we do it? Cool, we changed a lot there. It's time to put an end. Yeah, it is. It's time to put an end to this. I trust you to make the difference. I lied to these players quite a lot. I don't trust them to make the difference at the moment. That's what Football Manager teaches you, how to lie. And I think we're done. Let's go to the game. Barso is a good player. He's always a menace. So now that I've seen he's playing in there, I might actually do something about him before he becomes a menace. There are two players actually. Barso is one. And the other ones are not playing, interestingly enough. They've got a weakened team. They don't rate us. Yeah, they've changed their midfield. But Barso, we need to do something about him. Need to hard tackle him at least. And he doesn't have a weaker foot, so that will just confuse my wing back. They are playing a couple of tired players. Probably going to bring on their main team later on, but they have got a weakened team out. So Barso is my main concern. We'll just have to keep an eye on him and hope that we can get back into this game early on. Just one goal will cause pressure, so if we can get that one goal. You've remembered, guys, to bring your shooting boots today. And Pires, can you have a better game than you did last time? Oh, poor Redondo, poor. That's why I always have dribble less, because they cannot dribble. It is something I'm going to research as well. How much dribbling attribute do you need before you stop getting all these silly things that happen on the screen? Because it does look like dribbling of 13 or 14. They lose the ball when they're dribbling more than actually successfully dribble. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, look, put your hands out like that. I've no idea what I was doing there, boss. Shoot less often, Sam. If you don't know where the goal is, let's have you shooting less often. Come on, boys. We've got this game. We're dominating it. You just need a goal. One goal, and then we're back in it. Come on, boys. Where's Helinho? Oh, he's not playing, is he? He's suspended. Oh, nice pass. Go on, Pineda! Oh, no! Probably the best striker in the Brazilian league you're looking at there. And this guy could probably become the best player in the world. But they're all upset about Helinho. And that's why they're not playing. He's played 10 out of the last 12 games he's been available. Why is he upset? He's a regular starter. Why is he upset? He's just full of himself, I suppose. Wants to be the most important player in the team. But he's got a long way to go before he'll achieve that status, with players like Aguilera and Kumalo about. Go on, Pires, go on. Yeah, Pineda. I should have just trusted my instinct and gone with Perotti. They haven't caused us any problem whatsoever. And there's the key stat again, 4 shots, 0 on target. When you're playing this game, that's all you need to look at. And when that is poor, you're doing something wrong. We'll try and figure out what we're doing wrong. But I can't see we're doing anything wrong. We're creating chances. Our focus is completely all over the pitch, so we're not just focusing in one area. Players are just playing poorly. We've been switched off because of Helinho. Well, we've got to the round of 16. If the boys don't want to go any further, if they don't want to play, they don't want to play. It's up to them. Come on, Pineda, come on, do something. Oh dear. Right, he's coming off at half time. What a waste of space. I mean, I don't know, guys. Do you ever get the feeling that they are doing this deliberately? They would never... Oh, we're down. Why would they sabotage a game because Helinho's not happy? Oh, we have to berate them. It's just, I don't know what else to do. 1 shot, 1 goal. Oh, God. Hey, Sumi. How are you doing? Hope you're doing better than me. We're now 3-0 down in the Libertadores. And they've been dreadful. There's no way back now. In fact, I have to go attacking now. There's no way back. And if we're going to go attacking, we have to up the tempo. We have to counter press them. We've got to get in their face, basically. There's no other way to do this. 3 goals. This was looking like the perfect save. Only a few games ago. Well, we got 1 back. Kumalo. Oh, he's offside. Of course it's not going to count. He's miles offside. Oh, it is going to count. He looked offside, yeah. Was he? Yeah, I think he was offside. I think the referee got it right first time. Sue me, I was never going to win the Libertadores this season. And winning the league will be brilliant. If we can stay on top of the league, that'll be brilliant. But there's got to be so many changes in this team before we're going to be able to win the Libertadores. If I can have a good transfer window, make some money and have a good transfer window, bring some really good players in, 3 or 4, we've got a chance. But if we can't bring those players in, we've got no chance. So we're still 2 goals behind. There's 36 minutes gone. We need at least 2 goals in 60 minutes. It's not going to happen. It's not my year. And because we're attacking, we're going to be vulnerable as well. Oh dear, oh dear. Who is that? Perez is having another nightmare. That probably would be, Wizard. Probably would be. I wonder, probably, I mean, if you look around and the no room for racism stuff, the game would probably not allow you to do that. I don't think we've been FM'd. I think there's a reason for this. It's Helinho. And I had a meeting with the team leaders, and they said I was treating him bad for only playing him 10 times out of 12. And I couldn't convince them in any way, and they just hated me after that meeting. So that's why it is. Oh, 2-1. The game's decided to make this interesting, has it? But the referee's checking offside again. Come on. Yeah, I've been playing this game for far too long. Far too long. I know what you're doing. You're trying to wind me up. You're just trying to wind me up, so I'm not going to get wound up. We're losing, going to lose anyway, so... I know what you're doing, FM. You're just saying, ha, 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 ha. And you're sitting there while you try to set me up. I know what you're doing. Let's give him 3 disallowed goals. So many times he'll hit the bar. And then we can sit here and go, ha, 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 ha. We're in control. I know what you're doing. But they do not look dangerous at all. Perez. Barso. You see Barso again? I'm going to put Perez on him. I think that's probably the only thing I can do. But do I trust Perez to look after him? Gonna have to. It is actually very true, Wizard. But there's no way I would ever do it, especially on YouTube, because I'm bound to get comments. I mean, I've done Asia and South Africa, but it's not whites only or Asians only or... These boys are terrible. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's get some more going here. Again, see, shots 6, only 1 on target. That's the only stat you need to look at. The other stats are just for you to try and find out what is going wrong. Pineda isn't playing too bad. In fact, none of the front 3 are playing too bad. What happened there? There was like about 5 minutes to go, wasn't there? Get out there, give these fans them. If you won't do it for me, do it with the fans. For the fans. I'm not happy with you guys. So come on. Let's get out there and do something. Give these fans who come every day you have a game, they turn up. And what are you paying them back with? This rubbish. You don't look like you're even trying. I don't know who to take off, actually. I think Pineda's got to come off. If he doesn't score in the next 10 minutes, he's got to come off. He's just been awful lately. And he's expected to win the award for the best striker. Oh, it's bobbling about in there. The game's just winding me up. 8 shots, 1 on target. Totally controlling the game. Where is it going wrong? Both of those are on attack. I can't push any more players forward. Should I just try him as a deep line forward, bring him back on support, put Aguilera on attack? I don't know, we could try that. We still need 2 goals. It's not enough. It is definitely not enough what they're doing. Hoik it into the box. Redondo can't get his head on it. Who's the better team? We are. Can we score a goal? No. They just look, they don't have anything to offer. They're counter-attacking because we're attacking. Let's lift the tempo up even higher. Try and get the ball moving a little quicker. Go on, Redondo. Oh, no way. I've seen him put those away so many times. At least it was a shot on target. Aguilera 6.6. Oh, hit the bar. It's just not going to be our day, is it? Hit the bar, can't get it on target. Goalkeeper making great saves, bobbling around. Anything FM can think of to keep it out. I've got to make changes now. I've got to make some changes. He's got to get off. And put him back to a pressing forward. I have no faith in you. I'm sorry, Pineda, at the moment. Cipriano is dreadful. Riquelme can come on. Aguilera has to come off. David can come on. And we got to demand more. Or should I just encourage them? Maybe a word of encouragement. Until they score their second. They haven't been in the game. And there's the second. They haven't been in the game. But this team is refusing to play. at the moment because of the Julinho situation. And if they refuse to play, there's nothing I can do. In fact, if this goes on, I might have to leave. Find another club. Because this is just annoying. He's played 10 games in the last 12. And this is nonsense that the game does. He probably complained he didn't play in this game when he's suspended. I don't care, you should have played me. Should have just put me on the pitch. Oh well, we are out of the Libertadores for this season. Not unexpected. And I can only see this bad form continuing. I think I have to go very attacking now, don't I? There's nothing I can do. Oh, finally we've got another one, have we? Kamalo is the only one who's turned up here today. Perotti involved. Perotti, David, Kamalo, nice interchange. 2 subs, Perotti and David. Yeah, of course, Sumi. You know what the game is like as well as I do. But in all fairness, we were not going to win this trophy. I mean, come on. It's a team full of 20-year-olds and 19-year-olds. This is the biggest trophy in South America. They're doing well to get to where they are. But winning this trophy, nah. I'll be happy if they win the league. Oh. How many times are they going to hit the woodwork? Fly over the bar? Sell them all. Absolutely. Hashtag sell them all. They've got no right to be wearing the shirt. How many attempts have we had now? 14. 5 on target. They will get another one because I'm playing very attacking in the 64th minute, which is a little bit too much. But I have to try and get back into the game. The players are not responding. I can't do anything though. Let's just drop some encouragement. See if we get any happy faces. Kamalo has given everything he's got. So he has to come off. And we'll give Kardec a game he has. He's a good player who hasn't played for a while. Naldi probably needs to come off at this point. Let's put an old head on there. Atuesta. And that's it. That's my 5 subs. There's very little more I can do. No, never have. Never been a wrestling fan, the Wizard. Let's go to my assistant and let's get him to make his changes here. Losing 2-0 was never going to allow us to come back into this. Oh no, we've got an injury now. Just when I've made all my subs. Typical FM. He looks alright though. His heart is still going there. If we get 3-2 ahead, it's going to make it very interesting. Let's fire them up. Let's get some firing in the belly here. The biggest game of your life, boys. Because isn't it just fixed? Isn't wrestling just fixed? It's all theatre, isn't it? It's not actually sport. It's just theatre. I mean, from what I see, if they actually were doing the stuff that it looks like they're doing, then they'd probably be killing each other every week. I don't know. Is it still all theatre? Let's fire him up. Can't yet. Cool, blimey, when can I give him another instruction? And let's get stuck into them. It is like, yeah, I mean, it is, isn't it, The Wizard? It's enacted theatre. Are you into that? Is that what you like? It's just not going to be. 12 minutes to go. We're not going to get it. Well, now I have to change everything. We got to go more direct now. We got to distribute quickly. We've got to do everything. I've got to tell my goalkeeper take more risks. And I need to get him to kick it up the field now, not take his time. I've played very attacking for the last 20 minutes. Distribute beyond the defensive line. And we'll put Kardec. David can go as a shadow striker as well on attack. Everybody's attacking. So that's all we can do is try and get the ball. Oh no. Oh no. No substitutes available. Don't you just love this game? He's got to come off, hasn't he? He has been taken off, but they haven't stopped the game for me to sort it out. That's not very nice of the game either. Normally it will stop the game for you to make changes. This is rigged, isn't it? It's really rigged. And there is a time as well, which is what I'm experimenting on at the moment, where even the instructions that you normally work really well, they have no effect whatsoever. There's a time during your save where you just have to allow the game to control it. But no matter what you do, there's nothing you can do. Sometimes you just got to let the game control it. What am I having? Drink-wise, you mean this? It's just a Vimto. Because you get sore throats when you talk Oh, go on, Carditch. I mean, what is he, 33 years old? He's going to run the length of the pitch, is he? Nearly. 5 minutes, 2 goals, not a chance. Not a chance. That was going over there somewhere, that shot. I'm sure they're going to give me another goal just to think that I'll get excited. But it won't get me excited. I've played the game for too long. They'll give me another goal with a minute left, so I get excited. They're defending for their very lives now. A 2-2 draw. Not good enough in my book, but it is the Libertadores and they're just not good enough yet. And here's another goal for them. We're going to get caught out here. Oh, he's missed. It is. Imagine how I feel. And Tex was like trying to be more optimistic. It's extremely painful to watch. And at the moment, and it's the same with my Juventus save, I have no say in what's going on the pitch. None of the tweaks I make actually work. They've stopped working for a long time. Here's the consolation. No, it's not going to give it to me. Yeah, absolutely, sue me. I know you can't win every game. Absolutely agree with you. You can't win every game. But it is frustrating when you do things that don't have any effect. It's frustrating when this team has suddenly stopped playing because one player is not happy with playing 10 times out of 12. That's what's frustrating. That would never happen in real life. If he'd played 10 games out of 12, he'd be perfectly happy. Except if he was Ronaldo, I guess. But Helinho is not Ronaldo. And then it goes and does things like injuring your player with 20 minutes left because you've made all your substitutions. And it's just blaming you. You shouldn't have made all your substitutions, so I'm going to injure your player. And that has happened so many times. And that's why I always leave one on the bench, usually. Because if you use all 5 and there's 15 minutes to go, you're going to get an injury. And so we are out of the Libertadores. There's no excuse. I can't be nice to them. There's no excuse. But they as a group of players felt that Helinho was more important than winning the Libertadores. So that's up to them. I can see these turning very quickly from here on in. I can see that turning very sour. If we look at the schedule, we were unbeatable. Unbeatable. And then Helinho got upset. And that's what happened when Helinho got upset. Is that real? Is that what would happen in real life? Look at what we had achieved. There was just one defeat in all that. And then he got upset. Okay, I have no idea how to solve this now. But we have to move on. We are still 7 points clear at the top of the league. What are the board going to say about that? At least the board are saying fine. We reached the knockout stages. And the board are saying they're pleased they reached the quarterfinal. And yeah, I mean, I think I have to sell him. If somebody's going to cause you... It doesn't matter how good a player he is. If somebody is going to cause you that much problem, get rid of him. And, I mean, he is a good player, but he's not that good. So we could pick up 8 million for him. He's 18 years old. Look at his training. He's just all over the place now. I'm actually going to put him up for sale. And he's just saying I'd be very interested. So he won't be playing at all now. End of his season. Because I might as well get rid of him. And then the others will have to find something else to moan about. So that's it for this episode. 2 defeats today. 2 defeats. We got to bounce back. We have the Cup semi-final coming up. I do actually want to come back for the Cup semi-final second leg. Botafogo. That is a game we should be walking. Hi, Alex. Botafogo is a game we should be walking. But look at this. I don't feel confident about any of these games now. Bahia, who were bottom of the league, we lost to them too. It's not looking very good. I've got to get rid of Hilinho. Sadly. And Mr. G, how are you? You've just caught me at the end of the save. At the end of the save? At the end of the episode. So I will come back for the Botafogo game, and then we'll play Atletico Mineiro. Sign him as train him as a goalkeeper. Yeah. But a wizard, I could get 8 million for him. Clubs will come in for him. He's worth 8 million. I could use the 8 million. The next stream, what day is it today? It's Friday today. The next one of this is on Monday. The next stream is the other save, the Juventus save, which is just as disastrous. These saves are mirroring each other. I'm having a disaster at Juventus. I'm having a disaster here. They're mirroring each other. And that one is on Sunday. I take Saturday off, guys. I take Saturday off. And then I'll be back on Sunday with the Juventus rescue mission. I'll be back on Monday with this rescue mission. We'll be playing Botafogo and Atletico Mineiro. 2 games we really should be walking. But who knows what's going to happen. So thanks for coming, guys. And if you're still here, Stephen, thank you very much for becoming the 13th member of the channel. Even in my wildest dreams, I never thought I'd have this many. Hi, Tales of the Tape. I never thought I'd have this many subscribers. I never thought I'd have 13 channel members. So even in my wildest dreams, and you guys just keep making my day. So thank you all for your support. Thank you for coming along tonight. Please bear with me with the internet. I'm trying my best, but the internet's out of my control. Although it seems fine now. So hopefully we'll be back on Monday with this one, Sunday with the Juventus one, and I hope I'll see some more of you soon, very, very soon. Hope to see you on Monday, guys. Take care. See you soon. Thank you, Alex. Oh, Mr. G, the time on Monday will be 8 o'clock. always going to be 8 o'clock. And if I change it, I will put a message in the community. So assume 8 o'clock. GMT. See you soon, guys.